week sees the return of the Money Tree, and we're giving one lucky viewer the chance to be £5,000 richer. As well as the cash, we're also giving away this amazing 42-inch Philips Essence flat screen TV with home entertainment system worth more than £2,000. For a chance to win all of this, just answer the following question. Which snack is most commonly associated with going to the cinema? Is it A, pizza, B, peanuts, or C, popcorn? Call 09012 93 0303. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Or text A, B or C as your answer to 63360. Text costs £1 plus one standard network rate message. Or enter online for free at itv.com. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines close at 10 a.m. on Saturday the 21st of February. Entrance made after the closing time will not be counted, but may still be charged.
Thanks for joining us this Thursday afternoon. Still to come.
Not a lot, not a lot, not a lot.
Yes, right. Thank you. Paul Daniels, Debbie McGee are here, as if you hadn't guessed already. And we sample the delights of the Royal Drinks Cabinet. Now, though, to the things we do when we're young, but live to regret as we slowly get old. Well, hopefully slowly. This week, the papers have been full of pictures of 19-year-old Peaches Geldof sunbathing on a beach in America and showing off her 20 tattoos. She's not the only celebrity who's decorated themselves with body art. David Beckham, Angelina Jolie, Fern Cotton and Amy Winehouse have all paid a visit or two to the tattoo parlour, but will they live to regret their actions? Here to discuss are singer and tattoo aficionado Pete Burns, Jessica Callan, who has a tattoo somewhere, and Nick Ferrari, who hasn't got a tattoo anywhere. At least, I don't think he's got a tattoo. Are we?
You're absolutely correct. You need have no fear. I'm just as God made me, just as I'm sitting here now.
Well, now, Pete, we can't say that of you, because you are a great tattoo fan. Now, what is it about tattoos that you like?
I think I've got about 50 or 60, and each tattoo on my body has represented some occasion. Like my husband's initial is my wedding ring. When we met, we got these butterflies that join up. I've got 43 stars, because 43 was a good age. I've got flowered feet. I just really like them, and I don't regret them for a second.
You're not worried that when you get older and your skin gets a bit... but you've not got crepey yet, you know.
Well, maybe without the scalpel I'd be crepey. I am old, and I've not lived to regret them, though, because you can always cover them up by wearing more clothes.
You just got to be warm for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you've got to be warm. I'm overheating today. I didn't want to show... I've got these pharaohs here on my arms. And all of these stars.
Gosh, it's like sitting next to the Tate Gallery.
It is, isn't it? And there's this butterfly
from... The British Museum and the butterfly. Wow. How is it painful to have them done?
It's absolutely agony to have them done. The only form of tattooing that I'm against is makeup tattooing. A while ago, I had my eyebrows tattooed. It was the worst decision I ever made because they're an absolute disaster. I would advise anybody to steer clear of tattooed makeup. But as for tattooing your skin, to me, it's no more a thing that you regret than wearing jewellery.
Yeah. Now, Jessica, you've got one.
I do.
You wrote about it in the paper.
I did. Well, in fact, I had one originally when I was 19 and regretted that.
Now, tell us where it is.
I'm sitting on it, to put it like that.
Oh, the buttock.
On my right side. No. Oh, no. But basically, I had it covered up 3 years ago. You'd think I've learnt my lesson, but I didn't. I thought I'd cover it up with our family crest, which is a griffin. I had this beautiful tattoo done, about the size of the palm of my hand. Had it done in New Zealand.
The mythical beast,
Mythical beast. Came back, showed my father proudly, who went, "That's very nice, dear, but it's the wrong type of griffin." So I've got a meaningless tattoo now for the rest of my life.
And was that painful for you too on your...
It was, you know what, because it's the fleshiest part of your body, but it absolutely killed. I lay face down on a tattooist.
Your bottom kills it. I had bottom done.
Do you advise young girls then never to do it? Do you think you should never have had it done?
Absolutely. I think really think hard if you want it done, especially if you have partners' names tattooed, like Peaches did with her ex-husband's name tattooed, which is a bit regretful, I would have thought.
Well, I think Jessica's right. This is, of course, the nightmare, and I'm delighted for Pete. He's got his partner's initials or whatever it is as a wedding ring, that's fantastic. But some of us have to accept we don't always find our true love so quickly. So if you had various names from past lovers tattooed around your body, that's going to be a problem, because, you know, you might have a little bit of Claire around here, a little bit of Mary around here, Sarah up the back. Now, it wouldn't matter for me because, of course, with my backside, I could give their middle names, their last names, home addresses and phone numbers. It really wouldn't matter. But it's a bit of a dampener, I would imagine, for the amour or for the ardour if a chap was to suddenly see a griffin on your bottom. I don't know how they would respond.
Well, I mean, basically, if I'm on the beach, you can see it, which obviously I don't see it, so I forget it's there. But if I'm on
Unless
holiday...
you're wearing a pair of Bridget Joneses, then you'd be all right.
That's true.
But you may come across somebody, supposing you fell in love with somebody who didn't like tattoos, you'd have a terrible problem then, wouldn't you? Because, I mean,
It's a case of love me, love my tattoos.
Really?
Even my stepdaughter Jezebel, who I want to say hello to, and her grandmother Ruby, they love my tattoos, and they're of a different generation. There's an 11-year-old and a 70-year-old love my tattoos.
How recently did you have one done? When was your last one done?
The last tattoo was an eyebrow tattoo that was an absolute disaster, I'm looking for somebody to remove those if it's possible.
And your first one? How old were you when you had your first one?
I think I was about 15 when I met my wife. So I've been married to a lady, and now I'm married to a man, and me and my wife got tattoos on our upper arms when we met, and then years later, after our marriage was over and I met my husband, we got tattoos when we met. He's got a huge tattoo all over his back.
So it's been a colourful life in more ways than one, really.
Yeah, and after each one, you tend to say it's the last one that I will ever do, and then something
Is that
just...
partner or tattoo? I'm sorry.
That's very quick question. No, it's one of those things that you think I'll never do it again, but then look what you went and did. You got a griffin tattooed on your bum.
They're addictive. They are
addictive.
Yeah, and you swear that's it, never again, but I think I've learnt my lesson.
But why were you addicted, Jessica? I mean, well, you say you're addicted. You had a spider, didn't you? And then you had it enlarged into the griffin.
Yeah, and I decided
and
to
then you said it looks as if you got the Midland Bank tattoo on your bum.
Well, it looks like a Harry Potter character. It really does. I should get money off the makers of the films for that, for free advertising.
Gryffindor house, yeah. Would you? So you wouldn't discourage, you know, well, not children, obviously, but younger folk once they're of an age to decide, but you wouldn't discourage them from having it on the grounds of it going all horrible later when you get all saggy and
Well, I
everything.
think the most important thing to do is give it a lot of thought and choose something that's unique to yourself and find a brilliant tattooist.
Yeah.
And if of a certain age, of course, I would discourage a 14 or 15-year-old. I would think that'd be a big mistake. There are wonderful transfers and things now, and they can do it with makeup. But at a certain point, I think you want to mark time. It's like getting your ears pierced. I wouldn't really approve of an 8-year-old getting their ears pierced till they're older. Yeah. It's just body adornment, and it's a form of expression. And actually, I think now it's actually quite common. Most people have a tattoo somewhere. Yeah. Have you got any?
Me? No, I haven't got any. No, nothing. No, my body isn't so much a temple, more like a Methodist chapel. But I still haven't got... And no danger of you getting one.
We're going to have a generation, I mean, these people are so much younger than me, but we're going to have a generation of old grannies who are going to have these tattoos. So I suppose it beats the child.
But what's wrong with that? That's
nothing.
That's a hip granny.
Instead of saying, you know, Granny, what did you do in the war? It'll be, Granny, can I see your bum, please? And see what... I mean, it's a different life.
The trouble is, they're going to be asking on the day that your butterfly has just turned into a moth. Thanks to Pete, Jessica and Nick. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. Still to come on Thursday's AT show. Paul Daniels and Debbie McGee on why they're emulating Posh and Becks. We throw open the doors of the Royal Drinks Cabinet. Plus, there's another chance for you to enter our competition where this week you could win a state-of-the-art TV and £5,000 cash. See you in a mo.